Dear students, now we will discuss about continuous time Fourier series. In this lesson, that is the method of Fourier series calculation in the continuous time systems. So, first of all, we have to go down to the basics. What's the in the part of introduction, what we will learn from it in the factor of continuous time Fourier systems. So, here, first of all, the Fourier series is a representation of for periodic signals. The Fourier series is a representation for periodic signals. That means if a system is periodic, so the system will be under in the Fourier series. And with the Fourier series, a signal is represented as a linear combination of complex sinusoids. That means there are a lot of sinusoids. That means sinusoidal equations are there. And as you know, the series means just like the sinusoidal series, we will if we just draw on to the fact what is the series means. If that is fx is a function, and if we want to make it a series, the series will be like that. Some a naught will be there, then a1 x1 plus a n xn. These kind of things are known as such as series or polynomial series. So here we will discuss about trigonometric series, because in Fourier series, that is a linear combination of complex sinusoids. The use of complex sinusoids is desirable due to their numerous attractive properties. For example, complex sinusoids are continuous and differentiable, so they can be differentiable, and they are also easy to integrate and differentiate. Perhaps most importantly, complex sinusoids are eigenfunctions of LTI system, that is linear time invariant system. Whether and whenever we will discuss about linear time invariant systems, this series will come, continuous time Fourier series will come. Now coming back to the point, that what is the harmonically related complex sinusoids. So that is the complex sinusoid term. As you know, a set of complex sinusoids is said to be harmonically related. What is harmonically related? Harmonically related means that whenever you have think about the sinusoids or sinusoidal systems, in your mind this kind of figures they will emerge. So harmonically related means in certain, that means that has a periodicity, the signal which has periodicity. So this kind of signals are known as harmonically related. This sinusoidal can be related to harmonically related. It can be like this signal, if that is the signal, and if again the signal after the period, same figures and signals will come along. This kind of signals, this part and this part are harmonically related. This part and that part are also harmonically related, and this exists some constant omega naught. Omega naught is the angular frequency. Okay, that is known as the fundamental frequency, as it is depend on the periodic signal. So it has the fundamental frequency of each complex sinusoid is an integer multiple of omega naught. Integer multiple means it can be 1 omega naught, 2 omega naught, 3 omega naught. That can be integer multiple of omega naught. Consider the set of harmonically related complex sinusoids given by this. How can we write these sinusoids like this? That is particularly known as complex sinusoids. Why does we think about that is the that's harmonically related to complex sinusoid? Is complex sinusoid. Probably you have no Euler's method or Euler's equation. That is, you can convert a sinusoidal signal to sinusoidal signal or cosinusoidal signal, sine and cos, to its e to the power j theta plus e to the power minus j theta. So that is the sine x. And if you want to represent cos x as in phasor forms or complex form, that is known as complex form, because there we use the j. J means the complex variable. So cos x will be e to the power j theta minus e to the power j to the power minus e to the power minus j theta divided by 2j, and all other things. This kind of equations are complex sinusoids. So now we can derive it like that. K omega naught means k is the integer multiple of omega naught. That means you can put the value of k and get the sinusoids out of it. So that is the basic equation. That is the phi k t is equal to e to the power j k omega naught t for all integer k. The fundamental frequency of the kth complex sinusoids phi k is k omega naught, an integer multiple of omega naught. Since the fundamental frequency of each of the harmonically related complex sinusoids is an integer multiple of omega naught, a linear combination of these complex sinusoids must be periodic. So these things must have to be periodic, and the period will be counted as twice pi divided by omega naught. A linear combination of these complex sinusoids is periodic with period t is equal to twice pi divided by omega naught. Now, what about the CT Fourier series? Fourier series means continuous time Fourier series. CT means continuous time. That is the main attributes and objectives of this lesson that we have to learn about, that what is the CT Fourier series. Here you can see that the fundamental period is omega naught, fundamental period is t, and fundamental frequency omega naught twice pi by t, and you can represent this linear combination like that. Xt is equal to k minus infinity to plus infinity ck e to the power j k omega naught t. That means it's like this equation in the previous part. Same here, just ck is the external coefficient. Ck is the coefficient that has been added to there, but this series will run from minus infinity to plus infinity. So it will be a series. So we have to keep on our mind this equation. We have to keep on our mind, this is the CTFS basic equation. Whether we solve any kind of complex variable and any kind of equations or any kind of functions out of it, we can usually give the function here and run around it, we will get it. Such a representation is known as the complex exponential form of a Fourier series. It is a complex exponential, e to the power j, so it is complex exponential Fourier series, and the ck are Fourier series coefficients that I have told you before. C0, C1, C2, C3, all out of it. The above formula for x is often referred to as Fourier series synthesis equation. The terms in the summation for k is capital K and k is minus capital K are called the kth harmonic components and have the fundamental frequency k omega naught. To denote that a signal x has the Fourier series coefficient sequence ck, that means xt, if we apply CTFS continuous time Fourier series, we will get ck out of it. Now the periodic signal x with fundamental period t and fundamental frequency omega naught twice pi by t has the Fourier series coefficient ck is given by that. First of all, when we saw the summation part, that was in the discrete part, but if you want to really find out the ck, or if you want to really find out, that is the Fourier part, but that will be the continuous part, not the discrete. If it is discrete, the number of samples will be counted out. But how we can find out ck? Ck means the coefficients. That is the fundamental. That is the fundamental. If you know the fundamental period t and fundamental frequency omega naught equal to twice pi by t, you can easily find out the coefficient. Ck is equal to 1 by t integration, that is the value of t, means you have to integrate in the total period t. Xt is the function. If you know the function, you can put the function here, then find out the ck, the coefficients, e to the power minus jk omega naught t dt. That denotes the integration over an arbitrary interval of length t. T means the one period of x. The above equation for ck is often referred as the Fourier series analysis equation. These kind of equations are known as Fourier series analysis equation. So two equations that we have to keep on our mind. First of all, that is the basic equation to find